Hey there, friends, it's Nick. Okay, here we go. Technique number one. Let's talk about the single most important job your story has to do before it can do anything else. And that, of course, is to get and hold attention. How do we do that? We do that by creating a sense of curiosity, creating a gap, creating a story question that your audience needs answering, right? So, for example, when I'm talking about my origin story, I could start anywhere in the last sort of 30 years, but I start at a particular point in 2002 when the business was nearly bankrupt. My business was nearly bankrupt. And that begs the question, what happens next? And what happens next is the question that all storytellers want their audiences to be asking all the time, because at the point where they stop asking that question, they're gone, right? And so, to give you another example, in the story I tell about responsibility, I tell my shipwreck story in 1993. I was sailing in the Caribbean, and I was on watch, and I hit a reef, and um, well, the yacht I was on hit a reef, and I was the only one on watch, and it was really my responsibility to have seen it, and I didn't. And we hit this reef, and then you can imagine the noise was bad, and the yacht lurched across these rocks, and the captain, who obviously was on deck very quickly, the first thing he did says, "We've got to turn around, we've got to hit it again." And when I tell that story, what I'm doing is I'm setting up that question mark in people's minds. Why the hell do you have to hit a reef twice? And I'm not going to answer it here, but you can feel how it's working. Yeah, you can feel how that sense of curiosity is working. And what you need to do with all of your business stories, whether they are about your products, your services, your origins, whether you're building your personal brand, is look for places where you can really set up these kind of questions, because we're not all living the best life ever. Nothing is perfect. We all have problems and we all have challenges, and we can mine those to create stories that really, really engage. So that's technique number one. Create questions.